Hello Indycar fans as well as Formula One fans. Do you miss seeing me? Well, today is March 13, 2019, and it's 3 days after the first round in St. Pete took place. Oh, and happy birthday Marco Andretti, and happy belated birthday to John Andretti. And we all pray for you for the fight against cancer, John. That's always important. That aside, I say welcome back to my new season of stand-up videos and humorous reviews on the Indycar and now Formula One races for the 2019 season. For starters, it is an interesting race that turned out to be, although you could say those technical difficulties and this whole NBC Gold package, which I will not do. Oh boy, I'd have to say, didn't exactly quite get this IndyCar season off to a good start, did it? In fact, this is my opinion about the whole paying for NBC Gold nonsense.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
As for the results of the race, well, if you're an anti-Penske fan like me, I hate to say it, but once again, Penske creamed the competition like so. If you want to know, who won per se, well, it was the Nashville native, Joseph Newgarden. But it seems fitting in a way because, for one thing, he just proposed to his girl a few months ago, so he's getting married later this year. So, congratulations, Joseph, on your recent engagement, and I'm sure a win definitely impresses the future missus. And that's what I call planting a tree of love in your new garden, too. Scott Dixon finishes second, and Will Power, the pole sitter for this race, finishes third. And a very strong performance by Felix Rosenqvist in fourth place, leading some laps, even though a pit strategy fumble might have messed it all up. But seeing how well he has done in testing, who knows how well he'll do at the Circuit of the Americas in 2 weeks' time for the next round in Texas.
Where's Marcus?
Oh yeah, as for Marcus, it's unfortunate. He might have been up there with Hinchcliffe where he finished 6th, but sadly his radiator let him down. It's unfortunate too that Bourdais' engine, not so much his engine, but his drive shaft screwed things up and keeping him from a three-peat chance, finishing dead last, and Ryan Hunter-Reay going up in a plume of smoke when his engine quit. I thought Honda had those engine problems solved by now. Hopefully they will for the future, so this won't happen again. Hopefully, especially not at Indy. And with the Australian Grand Prix on the 17th of March coming up, I'll be watching that. Who knows if Hamilton will defend his championship, or Vettel and now upcoming Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc will be a force to be reckoned with once again. But to get back to the IndyCars, Newgarden naturally leads the championship at this point, having won the first round of the season. Will he carry that momentum as well into the next round as well? But with Rosenqvist and Ericsson, those Swedish rookies, doing very well in practicing, anything's possible. And especially with Ericsson having raced at the Circuit of the Americas before in Formula One, where will that lead him? We shall see. Well, that concludes this video. Join me after the Australian Grand Prix, where I'll give my first F1 round of the year, and let's see what happens. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.